pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Turfway Park, closing night for the 2026 winter season. Our first post in 27 minutes at 5:55, a 9-race card. Let's get to it. Tapita fast as always. The opener begins the early pick 5. Scratch both of the also eligibles, 13 and 14. Ravazzamoso and Ogilvy, 13 and 14 out of the opener. Number 2, Victoria, 5 pounds over the weight. And 9, Go Collector, a jockey change to Santiago Gonzalez. And there they go. A little bit of a bunny hop from Hey Batter Batter. Flaming Embers away slowly. So too Because of Love. With the early lead, Go Collector. Lion Dart is there. So too. Races Hunt's Promise. Victoria from the inside. Jock Frost is pushing from the outside. And so with the lead, Go Collector covering Lion Dart. Victoria is there, and Jock Frost makes 4 gunning. Hunt's Promise comes away in 5th. Point Barrow has the 6th spot. Complexington is in the 7th position outside of Lion Guard. Little less than 5.5 for 6 off the pace. About 5 back to Flaming Mikey, 2.5. Hey Batter Batter. Because of Love is second last, and Flaming Embers is the last of all. They race to the quarter pole. Go Collector and Lion Dart. Jock Frost under a drive from the outside. Complexington comes under pressure with a deep journey covering Point Barrow. Top of the lane, Go Collector. Still battling with Lion Dart. Jock Frost continues to close. And here comes Lion Guard. He's trying to pick up his intensity. He is closing after the leaders. Jock Frost, Lion Guard's chasing him far outside. Hey Batter Batter. Jock Frost, Lion Guard, Point Barrow. Hey Batter Batter to the far outside. Jock Frost. Jock Frost wins the opener. Second and third is very tight with Lion Guard and Hey Batter Batter. Point Barrow fourth. All right, so the favorite gets it done in the opener on closing night. Jock Frost with his wide journey. Gets to the wire just in time. Hey Batter Batter was really closing. He's in a photo second with Lion Guard. 12, Jock Frost has been posted first. Lion Guard and Hey Batter Batter in that photo for second. Good Point Barrow for the superfecta. Here's that slow-mo again. 112 and 37 100ths the final time. Jock Frost is in the winner's circle. 3-year-old Grey Road Gelding by Frosted out of the Gulam Tel mare. Don't Tell Lou. Winning owners are Zangriel Investments LLC. Chris Davis, the winning trader. Vincent Cheminot, the winning jockey. Jock Frost was bred in Kentucky by his owners. 12, 11, 310, top 4 finishers. That exact at $63.96. Trifecta, $331.09. 10 cents super, $365.18. Second race, scratch the 1 Hanks tune. Race 2 will start the early pick 4. Post time is in 21 minutes. And there they go. Cowboy Roy breaks very alertly. Rare Eclipse is showing pace. Yes, Chef wants to go. So too does Tom's Cruising from the far outside. Jolted comes away running in 5th outside of McGowan. And Nuck Choris got away slowly. He's the early and distant trailer. Yes, Chef's on the lead, 3 parts of a length to Cowboy Roy. Tom's Cruising is pushing the action from the far outside. McGowan makes a bit into 4th. There goes Jolted making his move to the far outside with the Orange Silks. And trying to quicken with him from between runners is Rare Eclipse. Nuck Joris can see them all. Yes, Chef is cooking. And he's on the lead by more than a length midway through the turn from Tom's Cruising. Cowboy Roy's all in. McGowan with the rail running. Jolted with a wide charge. Rare Eclipse is 5 off the lead. Nuck Joris still at the back marker. Yes, Chef with the lead. Tom's Cruising continues to pursue the pace. He comes under left-handed urging. McGowan from the inside. Nuck Joris is making up a lot of ground. And here comes Nuck Joris. Nuck Joris from last to first. He's rolling home in the center of the track. Jolted is into second. Nuck Joris. Nuck Joris gets it done from Jolted. Yes, Chef and Tom's Cruising. How about that one? Last to first. Nuck Joris, 111 and 2 100ths. Walter Rodriguez, our leading jockey, now extending the lead to 2 over Lawan Machado. Mike Maker, now with a 1-length advantage over Brad Cox. Nuck Joris, Resolute Racing, last to first, and Chuck Norris would be pretty happy. Nocturus in the opener. 7 Jolted, second. Third place 3, Yes Chef. And fourth place 8, Tom's Cruzy. Nocturus is in the winner's circle. He is a 3-year-old bay gelding by Uncle Chuck out of the Super Saver mare Nautical N, owned by Resolute Racing. Mike Maker, the winning trainer. Walter Rodriguez, the winning jockey. Nocturus was bred in Florida by Brent and Crystal Vernung. Walter Rodriguez now up by 2 over Luan Machado. Mike Maker up by 1 over Brad Cox and 2 from Joe Sharp. Exacta $15.81, trifecta $53.84, 12-2 early double, $37.02, 10-cent super, $62.33. Third race, scratch 6 Fountain Run. Our third race is in 30 minutes at 6:55. Extravagant Prince a little anxious. He gets away slowly as they're off and running. And it's Alaman with the lead. And from the inside, Rock and Roll Bolt is sent for speed. So too is Sure in the 2-path. Rock and Roll Bolt, Sure, and Alaman. These are the 3 leaders. Goldfoot comes away in 4th. Bloodline races with Boitano. Bottles is second last, and Extravagant Prince is the last of all. Rock and Roll Bolt to the lead. A length. Alaman wants to turn up the heat entering the backstretch. Sure will back off the 2 leaders. He'll set up shop in 3rd. Goldfoot still in that 4th spot, and he's a little more than 5 off the lead. 2.5 to Boitano, a length clear of Bloodline. It's about 5.5 back to Bottles, and Extravagant Prince is the last of all. That opening quarter in 23-1. Rock and Roll Bolt living up to his name. Pushed every step by Alaman. Sure in the 3rd spot with 3 to find heading into the turn. A length and a half to Goldfoot. 3.5 clear of Boitano. Break of about 5 lengths to Bloodline. Passing him is Bottles. Extravagant Prince is at the back. 46-1. The tempo's pretty live. Rock and Roll Bolt to Alaman. Here comes Sure, ready to re-engage. And Goldfoot tries to quick it in. And Boitano is making up ground. Here comes Boitano. The flow is favoring somebody from off the pace. Sure gets first run. Boitano's making his move. Bloodline is now all of a sudden trying to re-rally with Bottles to the far outside. Sure. Boitano with a furlong to come and get him. Boitano trying to come and get Sure, who clings to the lead. Boitano is gradually wearing him down. Can he get there in time? Here comes Boitano to the outside. He's in a ding-dong battle to the wire there with Sure. Bottles a long way back in 3rd, and Bloodline 4th. Heads are up and down on the line here. Pretty heads-up ride by Samuel Bermudez, part of the pace. He took Sure back. He got him in a good spot. He gets first run on Boitano. Let's see what this photo looks like. It's a tight one. Looks like Boitano. We shall see. The placing judges will post the numbers momentarily. 137 and 37/100ths the final time. In the winner's circle is number 9, Boitano, a 7-year-old bay gelding by Nyquist out of the Pulpit mare Calla Lily by Kevin Stedman. Jose Camejo is the winning trainer, the winning jockey. Luan Machado, the one within a length of Walter Rodriguez, going down to the wire. Boitano, bred in Kentucky by Godolphin. Dollar exact is $17.68. Trifecta $95.57. 2-9 double $16.36. 10-cent super $123.47. 12-2-9 early pick 3 $67.59. Fourth race will start tonight's 20-cent single 6 jackpot, a mandatory payout, no carryover. Scratch 9 Sanborn. Post time in 20 minutes. And there they go. Showing pace is Mad for It. Also there is McElroy, and comes the time. Universal Sounds up close from the far outside. Ryu Mo and All About Croge. They want to mix it up. And behind them, Sweet Freedom with Frosty Beer from the inside. Mohair Sam is about 5 or 6 lengths off the lead, covering Landing Craft. 3 clear of Papiamento, and Fayette Spirit is the last of all. Ryu Mo and All About Croge pick it up together, a length from Mad for It, pushing 3 deep. Frosty Bear races with Comes a Time. McElroy is one from the outside. Universal Sound from the extreme outside. And Landing Craft is advancing nicely along the rail. He has run to the 5/16, 3 lengths off the lead. Mohair Sam is stuck out there in no man's land. Sweet Freedom is there. Boy, they're clustered like grapes on a vine as they turn into the lane. And here comes Landing Craft trying to find a seam to split, and there is an opening in the 2-path. Landing Craft trying to punch on through. McElroy gets to the lead. Landing Craft is there. Universal Sound tries to quicken, and still McElroy with the lead. Universal Sound and Sweet Freedom are closing. Landing Craft did not go on. Here comes Universal Sound and Sweet Freedom. Sweet Freedom and Universal Sound. Sweet Freedom. Sweet Freedom to the outside of Universal Sound. McElroy was third, and Frosty Bear checked in fourth. 117 and 5/100ths. Number 6, Sweet Freedom, finishing full of run with Universal Sound. Universal Sound at 2-1. Sweet Freedom 3-1 along with the 8 Landing Craft. The 6, Sweet Freedom, is the unofficial winner. He'll be posted momentarily. Universal Sound ran a big one in defeat. Stand by for all the numbers. Sweet Freedom is in the winner's circle, a 5-year-old dark bear brown gelding by Candy Ride. One of the American Pharaoh Mare All-American Gal. Harvey Clark Racing Stables LLC, the winning owners. Robbie Medina, the winning trainer. Alex Yard, the winning jockey. Sweet Freedom was bred in Kentucky by Harvey Clark. Exacta $13.77, trifecta $31.12, 9-6 double $25.03, 10-cent super $59.52, 296 pick 3 $55.79. Fifth race will begin the late pick 5, a mandatory payout. We also have Jackpot 8 wagering, a $50,000 carryover. No mandatory payout this evening on the Jackpot 8. The carryover will continue on to the Churchill Downs season. 6 and 13 are out. And the 2, 6 and 13, ready to roll. Count of Amazonia and Hilarious Affair. 2, 6 and 13 out of the 5th. The 14 Sagittarius will run, draws in, picks up Perry Utes. Perry Utes, 14 Sagittarius, drawing in off the also eligible list. The 5th in 22 minutes. And there they go. Slow start, Ice Minister. Showing pace is Delmo with Nip and Tuck. Also there races Alpha Omega and Sant'Antimo. Hard Mission from the rail. Bramble Blaze from between runners. Creek from the far outside. Spagliato is third last. Ice Minister is second last. And Sagittarius is the last of all. And it's Delmo with the lead. A length to Nip and Tuck. In the third spot is Alpha Omega. Creek from the far outside. Sant'Antimo saves ground 3 lengths off the lead. Bramble Blaze runs with them. Hard Mission is 5 lengths from the front. A length to Sagittarius, then Spagliato second last to Nice Minister. Still at the back. At the 5/8, a 23 and 4 opening quarter. Delmo and Nip and Tuck, and Creek is pushing 3 deep. Alpha Omega getting a nice trip. He's isolated in the 4th spot, a little less than 3 off the lead. And it's more than a length back to the inside runner. That is Bramble Blaze with Sagittarius trying to quicken from the outside. And along there goes Hard Mission, now getting within about 5 at the 3/8. And it's a break of 2.5 lengths to Ice Minister, really making up ground. Then Spagliato and Sant'Antimo. Creek has come away with a narrow lead from Nip and Tuck. Delmo calls it an early evening. And trying to quicken in Hard Mission. Alpha Omega's there. And also there races Sagittarius, fairly wide open. Bramble Blaze from the inside. Here's Hard Mission over the top. Hard Mission makes his move. Hard Mission comes away with the lead. Alpha Omega fights for second. Hard Mission has the lead. Alpha Omega and Ice Minister chase him. Hard Mission. Hard Mission wins the money. Alpha Omega's in a photo for second there with Ice Minister. I'm going to Nip and Tuck, Creek, Sagittarius, Bramble Blaze, Sant'Antimo, Spagliato, and Delmo. 145 and 6/100ths. Hard Mission with this big over-the-top run. How about Danny Sheehy? Done a pretty good job this season. I met him earlier this afternoon. Nice kid. Hard Mission, Danny Sheehy's got a bright future. 12 and 7 in a photo for second and third. There's the 3 Nip and Tuck fourth, 10 Creek fifth, 14 Sagittarius sixth, 8 Bramble Blaze seventh, and here he is, Sant'Antimo for the jackpot 8. 145 and 6/100ths the final time. Hard Mission is in the winner's circle. Number 4, Hard Mission, a 6-year-old chestnut of gelding by Noble Mission. Of the hard spun mare. Faraya by Charles Castle, Robin Castle, Melvin St. Clair Jr. Anna, Mamma Mia, the winning trader, the winning jockey is Danny Sheehy. Hard Mission was bred in Kentucky by Jennifer Thoroughbreds LLC. 10-cent super, $60.84. Pick 3, $9.64, $43.73. Consolation, $9.69, $8.23. You're reminded the 9. God of Wine, a late-track veterinarian scratch. Dollar exacta, $4.12, $12.96. 412-7 trifecta, $97.48. 6-4 double, $15.19. 6-9 consolation double, $3.74. Early pick 4, $275.85. Pick 5, $1,268.21. 4 out of 5 is good for $19.88. Jackpot 8, 4, 12, 7, 3, 10, 14, all. That's $486.72. It's the most combinations we've seen yet so far with this Jackpot 8. A long ways back to get to the all buttons. All right, fans, this Jackpot 8 will have a carryover into the Churchill Downs spring-summer season commencing on the 25th of April, and that carryover will be a little shy of $55,000. Jackpot 8, that carryover will resume at Churchill Downs for the spring-summer season on the 25th of April, and that carryover just a little shy of $55,000. All right, the 6, one last pick 4 of the season, mandatory payout, 5 and 9 are both scratched. Rainbow Rania and Beach Buddy, 5 and 9 out of the 6th. 13 draws in. The 1 Gal Capone and jockey change to Jean Hernandez. The late pick 4 in just 13 minutes. And there they go. Fancy Fascinator quickly into stride. May Strong's up close. So too is Vicky Rose. Tiger Division outside of Emily's Joy. Storm Bay races inside of Skitley Dad. Grace on Grace goes with them. Likewise for Sterling Heights from the rail. That group of 4, about 6 off the pace. It's another 2.5. Back to Gal Capone, who races with Mint Driven. On the front end, Fancy Fascinator about 2 lengths to Vicky Rose. May Strong's launching her charge, heading into the turn. Here comes May Strong into the 3rd spot. Tiger Division right off her heels. Skitley out with a wide journey. 5 from Fancy Fascinator, who still appears to have plenty left. Emily's Joy from the inside, headed by both Storm Bay and Sterling Heights, and with a Grace on Grace, Mint Driven, and Gal Capone. Fancy Fascinator, the one to beat at the top of the lane. She still is strong. May Strong's under a little pressure. Tiger Division from her inside. Vicky Rose from the rail. Fancy Fascinator works with more than 4 lengths. Tiger Division tries to close in. Fancy Fascinator. Tiger Division is closing, but she's not going to get there. Fancy Fascinator all the way. Tiger Division second, then May Strong and Vicky Rose, I think, for that superfecta. What a meet for the Mosiers, Steve Mosier and Ed Mosier. How about Summer Polly, the bug girl? She's coming to her own this season. Fancy Fascinator, gate to wire, 110 and 7/100ths. 8 Tiger Division closing, has to settle for second. 3rd place, 12 May Strong, and it looks as if the 11th Vicky Rose will complete the superfecta. Stand by for the number. In the winner's circle is the 7 Fancy Fascinator. Fancy Fascinator still waiting for some fans to arrive in the winner's circle. She's a 5-year-old bay mare by Sir Prancelot out of the Malibu Moon Mare Solar Miss. Fancy Fascinator. is owned by Steve Mosier, Ed Mosier, the winning trader, Summer Polly, the bug girl, the winning jockey. Nancy Fascinator, bred in Kentucky by Eric Jensen. Big season for the Mosier. Steve Mosier, I think, within one for the top owner. TEC Racing right now has about a length lead over Steve. Steve's got one coming up in the 8th with his brother Ed. And TEC Racing's got one in the nightcap. All of our races are getting pretty tight. Owner, trainer, and jockey. The exact is 7-8, $20.48. 647 pick 3, $33.75. 697 pick 3, $8.62. Seventh race is our closing night featured event, the 5th running of the Serena Song, $125,000 guaranteed, 6 furlongs, 3-year-old fillies. The One Lady Upstart has an additional workout, Thoroughbred Trading Center, 22nd of March, 3/8, 37 4/5, breezy. Late pick 3 in 20 minutes, the Serena Song.
Times have changed, but some things remain timeless. Hard work, perseverance, unwavering dedication. From sun up to sundown, our passion fuels us to drive further and push harder. We do it for the horses, for our families, and for the sport we all love. For well over a century, we've committed to doing the usual, unusually well. Claiborne Farm, the tradition continues.
And there they go in the 5th running of the Serena Song Stakes. Moni and Cadenza vie for the top spot immediately out of the starting gate. Blue Flame 6 broke in good order, and she is stalking smartly from their outside. Victory Music's in the 4th position. I'm going to Hen Party covering the Town Tempter. Gigabit is second last, and Lady Upstart is the last of the 8 3-year-old fillies. Moni a narrow lead. Cadenza's all over her. Blue Flame 6 sits a trip in the clear from the outside. Victory Music in contention with the rail running. The Town Tempter's in the 2-path, 3 off the lead at the 3/8, and Hen Party tries to quicken in with a 3-wide rally. 5 to Gigabit and Lady Upstart's at the back. Cadenza comes away with the lead, immediately tackled by Blue Flame 6. Hen Party is progressing. She'll make a bid for third. Moni gives way just a bit. Cadenza at the top of the lane in the Serena Song Stakes. Blue Flame 6 tries to stay with her. Hen Party tries to crash the party to the outside. Here comes Hen Party. Hen Party lugs in. Hen Party gets to the lead. Cadenza second. Blue Flame 6 third. Then Gigabit. It's Hen Party, the winner of the Serena Song Stakes under Walter Rodriguez. Cadenza second, then Blue Flame 6. Gigabit's in a photo for 4th with the Town Tempter. 109 and 51 100ths. 5 Hen Party with that big move through the turn. She did lug in the lane, coming over on the 8 Blue Flame 6. About a 2.5 length score. Cadenza second, Blue Flame 6 third, Gigabit for the 4th spot. Those numbers will be up here momentarily. Hen Party, runner up to Cadenza recently. They both finished in front of Laura Lee, Bourbonhead Oaks champion. Race is very live. There's Hen Party under the line in the slow-mo. Cadenza second, Blue Flame 6 third, and Gigabit the 4th for the Superfecta. Hen Party. Hen Party turns the tables on Cadenza. She is the winner of the Serena Song Stakes, a 3-year-old Bay filly by Into Mischief out of the Street Boss Mare Fair Maiden, owned by Godolphin LLC. Owen Hardy, the winning trader. Our leading jockey, Walter Rodriguez, in the saddle. Hen Party was bred in Kentucky by Godolphin. Walter is now up 2 victories over Luan Machado. Both have mounts in the final 2 races of the season. The Serena Song Stakes is official, and with the trophy presentation, the one and only, the living legend, Chip Bond. Big happy retirement to Chip. Longtime general manager here at Turfway Park, Chip Bond, with the trophy presentation for the Serena Song Stakes. Exacta $7.68, trifecta $18.89, 7.5, double $17.39, 10-cent super $32.03, 4.75, pick 3, $51.19. Back-to-back mile-and-a-half races, to wrap up the 26th season here at Turfway Park. Race 8, a nice first condition affair. 3-year-olds and up, optional tag at $25,000. 7, 9, 11, and 13 are out. Zapruder, Mutawid, Compton, and Call Me Johnny. The 14 English Law will draw in. The 8 Laszlo is a regular Lasix user. Late daily double, both races a mile and a half, 20 minutes away until race 8. Field sent on their mile and a half journey. And it is Segoy and a credit firing out to the lead in Laszlo's forwardly position with Warlander, Guns and Glory. And from the far outside, there goes English Law with a big bid all the way up to the front. English Law outside of a credit. Devilance is outside of Guns and Glory, about 8 or 9 lengths from the front, better than 3.5 to the Hidden Chamber. Obelisk is second last, and Happy Day is at the back. From the inside, a credit. Right alongside there with him is English Law. And Laszlo's in a nice spot through the early stages, third. And Segoy has the fourth position. Warlander races with Guns and Glory. Guns and Glory is about 8 or 9 lengths off the lead. A length to Devilance, the Hidden Chamber from the rail. 3 clear of Obelisk with Happy Day. Under the wire for the first time, and a credit establishes the lead. It's a credit, a length and a half. English Law is up close from second. Laszlo remains in the third spot, and Segoy still is in fourth. Warlander has that fifth position, a little less than 6 lengths off the lead. 2 clear of Guns and Glory. The Hidden Chamber is fourth last, flanked by Devilance. Obelisk second last with Happy Day. 25 seconds the opening quarter. 49 3/5 the half, and they race to the backstretch run. And with the lead, still a credit, working with 2 lengths from English Law. 2.5 to Laszlo, who saves ground from the inside, flanked by Segoy. Warlander remains in the 5th position. Really no change in the pattern. Guns and Glory is a little less than 6 off the lead. The Hidden Chamber inches a little closer up the inside. Devilance is third last. Obelisk second last. And Happy Day is at the back. 3/4 and 1:15 and 4 the mile and 1:42. And it still is a credit, but he's under a drive. English Law now pokes his head in front. Laszlo's making his move. Laszlo's making his move from the inside. Warlander's trying to circle in. And here comes the Hidden Chamber. The Hidden Chamber is making up significant ground, and he's going to tip to the outside, and he's got a lot of momentum. Here comes the Hidden Chamber to the far outside, and he's ready to tackle Warlander. And we have Laszlo from the inside. The Hidden Chamber continues with his run. Laszlo from the inside. Warlander splits them. The Hidden Chamber. The Hidden Chamber wins it from Laszlo, Warlander, and Segoy fourth. 2:31 and 32 100ths the final running time. That would have been a new track record, but that got established last night with that big run from Soldoro. 12 the Hidden Chamber with this big rally on the outside, getting it done. Laszlo big in defeat. Warlander ran a heck of a race. Numbers will be posted momentarily. Let's check out the slow-mo once again. The Hidden Chamber, Laszlo, Warlander right there with a little bit of traffic. Segoy for the superfecta. In the winner's circle is number 12, the Hidden Chamber. 4-year-old bay colt by American Pharaoh out of the Smart Strike mare, Mystery Strike, owned by NBS Stable. Kelsey Danner, the winning trainer, winning jockey, Axel Concepcion. Hidden Chamber was bred in Kentucky by Eric and Caitlin Bunning, along with Amanda Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, directing your attention to the winner's circle. A big congratulations to Mike Baker, top trader here at Turfway Park. It was quite a race this year. Mike Baker, Brad Cox, Joe Sharp, just to mention a few. Kelsey Danner had a tremendous season, as did Eric Foster and John Ennis. But when it's all said and done, Mike Baker, top trader here at Turfway Park. 7, 5, 12, pick 3, good for $49.40. Exacta $24.91, trifecta $109.50, 512 a double $15.65, 10-cent super $117.17. And then there was one, ladies and gentlemen, one more race to go here at Turfway Park. A mile and a half made in special weights, $100,000 purse, 3-year-olds and up. Micah Meeks, the new jockey, 6 home page, and the weight remains. We have super high 5 carryover, a little shy of $4,500 mandatory payout, the nightcap, the season finale in 21 minutes. Ready for the season finale. And there they go in the season finale here at Turfway Park. Igon's Law begins the best. King Lee is up close, and so too is Peak Performer. And also racing with them is K and Run Forest Run. So past the 3/8, and Igon's Law has the lead from Peak Performer. K is into the third spot, and King Lee's back to the 4th position. Weekend Rouvet tries to advance into the 5th spot. Run Forest Run is 6th. Here's Rappaport in that 7th position after him. Races Home Page. Home Page is 4th last. Abby Fade is 3rd last. Racing with him is Coburg, and Shirley's Boys is the last of all. Nigon's Law establishing the pace from Peak Performer. Also there is Kay. And King Lee has the 4th position along the inside. Weekend Rouvet's in that 5th spot, and he's 8 lengths off the lead. Length and a half to Rappaport with Coburg. Run Forest Run races with Abby Fade. Shirley's Boys and Home Page are the last two. 24-4 and 49-4 for the flow, and they're into that clubhouse turn, and it still is Nigon's Law, uncontested with the lead. 2 lengths to Peak Performer and K. They both stay very close. King Lee sharing 4th with Coburg, 4 lengths off the lead. It's 2 lengths to Abby Fade, trying to advance with a 3-wide run. He's making an early bid. He's into that 6th position. Rappaport saves ground. Weekend Rouvet's under a little bit of urging. Shirley's Boys heads him. Run Forest Run and Home Page now the last 2. 3/4, 116-2. Pretty soft for Nigon's Law. 2 lengths. Peak Performer and K stay close enough to the soft pace. And Coburg's inching a little closer into the 4th spot. King Lee is 5th. Abby Fade continues to improve his position. He's in the clear from the outside with 4 to find heading into the turn. Rappaport has more than 5.5 to make up. And they're going to Shirley's Boys. Shirley's Boys has lost ground. Weekend Rouvet 3rd last. The last 2 are far out of it. Run Forest Run and Home Page. Still Nigon's Law with the lead a length. Peak Performers asked for his run. Abby Fade continues to close. How about Rappaport? He's making up ground to the extreme outside. Nigon's Law's led the entire trip. Rappaport is closing to the far outside, and Peak Performer is trying to come and get Nigon's Law as well. Nigon's Law, Peak Performer, Rappaport over the top of both of them. Rappaport, Peak Performer tries to quicken with him. Rappaport in the nightcap, the season finale to Rappaport and Alex Ashard. Peak Performer was 2nd, then Nigon's Law, Abby Fade, and Coburg completed the super. High five. 2:32 and 31 100ths. Very nicely timed ride by Alex Ashard. Rappaport. Well, Walden had a pretty good final week here at Turfway Park. He's been on fire this week. Rappaport, the 2nd choice, out finishing the favorite 9 Peak Performer in the run to the wire. There's a good effort from the 5 Nigon's Law, who set the pace the entire trip. Rappaport is in the winner's circle. He is a 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Constitution out of the Tis Now mare. Tis a Breathtaking, owned by Genstar Thoroughbreds. Will Walden, the winning trainer. Alex Ashard, a riding double. Rappaport was bred in Kentucky by Windstar Farm LLC along with Larry B. Taylor. And congratulations to TEC Racing, our top owner here at Turfway Park for the winter-spring season. TEC Racing. And congratulations, top owner. Walter Rodriguez, our top jockey. Walter continued. He had a great season. He was our top jockey during the holiday season. He didn't miss a beat throughout the winter-spring season. Walter Rodriguez, top jockey here at Turfway Park. And the season finale is official. Walter Rodriguez, Chip Bach, Luan Machado, second in the standings. Big congratulations to all of our jockeys. Tremendous season. Walter Rodriguez, Luan Machado, along with the entire members of our jockey colony. All right, here are the prices. The exact is $7.47. Trifecta, $42.50. 12-8 late double, $15 and a penny. The late pick four, $197.97. 10-cent super, $20.55. 20-cent single six, $824.52. Late pick three, $43.90. Late pick five, better than $514. $514.10, 4 out of 5, $11.12, and the dollar super high five in the season finale, $666.95. That's it for the 2026 winter spring season here at Turfway Park. Don't forget, fans, we are open year-round, all sorts of great entertainment, action on the gaming floor, sportsbook wagering, racebook wagering. We got it all here at Turfway Park. We'll be back in December for the holiday season. Just want to give a big shout out to all the fans who support us, Turfway Park. It wouldn't be a success without the help of all the fans. So big shout out to all the fans who put their hard-earned money up on the table every night for action here at Turfway Park. Big shout out to all the fans. March Madness Bourbon and Brew action on the gaming floor. For the last time in 2026 until December, this has been Racing from Turfway Park. Good night, everyone.